Welcome to Halifax, Nova Scotia. If you've only got 48 hours in this amazing city, don't worry, I've got you covered with the ultimate 2-day itinerary. Whether you are into history, great food, or breathtaking coastal views, this guide will help you maximize your time in Halifax. We're starting off with a full day exploring Halifax, and then day 2 is an unforgettable day trip outside of the city. But just before I dive into it, if you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. First things first, when you arrive at the Halifax airport, I would highly recommend renting a car. This is not going to take very long as Halifax airport is pretty small, so it should be a pretty quick turnaround, and it's going to give you a lot more flexibility to explore outside the city, especially on day 2 of this itinerary. So you can go right at the airport, rent a car, and then you're only about 35 minutes to get to downtown Halifax. Now, in terms of where to stay, I'd suggest 2 main areas, either the North End or downtown. If you're looking for something more budget-friendly and local, Brewery Park or the Narrows in the North End are great options. But if you want to stay right downtown, the Sutton Place Hotel is a great mid-range choice, and for a luxury stay, the Mirror is unbeatable. It's right on the waterfront and the design is next level. There's also several Airbnbs for cheaper options available throughout Halifax. Let's start off day 1 by exploring the Halifax waterfront before it gets too busy. Plus, if you're up early enough, the Halifax waterfront during sunrise or just after sunrise is quite the experience. The boardwalk stretches for over 4 kilometers, packed with unique shops, great coffee spots, and amazing views of the harbor. It's the perfect way to ease into your trip and enjoy the incredible views of Halifax Harbor. Either before or after, you can grab breakfast, either a quick one from one of the several cafes around, or you can sit down somewhere and take a break. I'd highly suggest Bliss Cafe, Pen Acerco, and Black Sheep. After breakfast and walking the waterfront, take a short drive or an Uber over to Point Pleasant Park. It's one of Halifax's best green spaces with stunning coastal views and historic ruins from old military forts. A great way to get some fresh air and stretch your legs. From there, head back toward downtown and visit the Halifax Public Gardens. This is one of the best preserved old Victorian gardens in North America, and it's totally free to explore. If you're a fan of photography, this is an absolute must-see. After all this exploring, you're probably getting hungry, so let's head back over toward the North End to grab a quick bite. A few spots I would highly suggest would be Salvatore's, Stillwell Freehouse, Taco Loco, or Chicken Chop. Next up, let's check out the North End of Halifax. This area has a really cool artsy vibe with lots of great local coffee shops, boutiques, and breweries. I'd suggest starting off at the Hydrostone Market and working your way down Agricola Street towards the Halifax Commons, or vice versa. If you're looking for a coffee shop along the way, one of my favorite cafes in the entire city, Cafe Lara, is near the Commons on Agricola Street. And if you're looking to grab a local pint, Good Robot have their main brewery location on Roby Street, or their beer garden is right by the Halifax Commons. Not to mention Freehouse and Brown Hound are both local favorites on Agricola Street if you haven't already tested them out for lunch. Now for dinner on day 1, I have 3 spots that you'll really love. First up, Highwayman, my personal favorite restaurant in the city, a trendy Spanish-inspired tapas bar with fantastic cocktails and small place. Number 2, Bar Kismet. In the North End, it's arguably one of the best restaurants in the city. In my opinion, it is the best seafood I've ever had. Or number 3, a classic Halifax option is the Bicycle Thief, one of the best restaurants in the city for many years, and it's right on the Halifax waterfront. Now, all of these restaurants have great cocktails, but if you're looking for a nightcap after dinner and you're not heading right to bed to prep for day 2, then I'd recommend checking out Peacock Wine Bar or Magnolia for cocktails or wine. Or if you're looking for a more lively East Coast vibe, you can check out the Carlton or Dirty Nelly's for a beer and some live music. Rise and shine. Today we're headed out of the city to explore some incredible coastal towns. Now, first stop is Peggy's Cove. This iconic lighthouse is only about 45 minutes away from downtown Halifax, and trust me, the views are worth it. Peggy's Cove is famed for its picturesque East Coast charm, with houses perched along a narrow inlet on a wave-washed boulders facing the Atlantic Ocean. It's the perfect spot for photos and experiencing the natural beauty of Nova Scotia, but for the love of God, be careful and stay off the black rocks. I'd suggest starting early before it gets too busy, especially if you're here in the heart of the summer months. For breakfast, you can stop in the city on your way out of town for something quick. I'd highly suggest Java Blend or Dilly Dally. You can also have the option to wait and eat at Peggy's Cove, or stop at the Bike and Bean on St. Margaret's Bay Road after your Peggy's Cove visit. From Peggy's Cove, we're going to continue our adventure along the coast to Lunenburg, a charming fishing town and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The colorful buildings, fresh seafood, and maritime history make this a must-visit spot. Check out the Fisheries Museum of the Atlantic or just wander through the waterfront and soak in the views. For lunch, you can stop at the Salt Shaker Deli, which serves amazing seafood chowder and lobster rolls, or a couple other options would be the Knot Pub or Beach Pea Restaurant. Once you've had your fill, it's time to head back to Halifax. For your last evening, it's really up to you. You can check out one of the restaurants on my top restaurants list on this channel and grab a beer to enjoy some classic East Coast music, or you can just have a quiet night in. And just like that, your 48 hours are up. Now, this itinerary gave you a little bit of everything if you're only here for 2 days of exploring the city and seeing the stunning coastlines in Nova Scotia. And if you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if you got anything out of this video that you find valuable. And we'll see you next time on the Halifax Insider.